actually don't know if this guy is Hungarian or not. He sounds like he's not, but his name was Hungarian. I don't know. I'm not sure. He might be. He's Serb? Ah, he's Serb but speaks Hungarian. Oh, worst of both worlds. My condolences. I will show you my capital city.
I arrived in Budapest on the 14th of December
It's
with my
beautiful.
girlfriend. We decided to finally
Oh my
come visit
god.
the city, despite
I want you to know that I've been here. I know this store. It's the sex shop. Yeah, I'm gonna let you know a little secret. We have sex shops everywhere. That's exactly what. Yeah, because the McDo is like right here, and this was a good metro or McDo. Sex shop immediately, bro. There's like everywhere. It's always.
us never before visiting
Beautiful.
it in our 19 years of age, even though we were less than 4 hours away. Fuck me, I can go to Estonia but not Budapest. Anyways, after diddling on the infamous Serbian-Hungarian border for 2 hours,
What do you mean it explains so much?
we arrived in Budapest at 3 a.m. And I didn't know what in God's name to do this early, because everything was closed except a McDonald's and a few clubs from which drugged up kids came to eat at said McDonald's.
Okay. You guys are not allowed to ever judge me for wet bread. He put paprika powder into his cheeseburger. What do you mean?
McDonald's. After having my daily dose of cholesterol, we went to our hostel. Upon arrival, I was met with the knowledge that this hostel was a party hostel, which we found out upon inspecting our bed.
Fuck life? I guess. Fuck life? Yeah. Same.
Šta je sve tu? Hoćeš li da nas upoznaš?
A ovako, prvo imamo jednu crnu čarapu.
Black sock.
Pretpostavimo da je... u nju svršilo 3 ljudi.
A black sock and only 3 people came in it? Oh my god.
Zatim imamo
Wore it
naočare.
before, didn't have glasses, and then toilet paper, which is also filled with cum probably.
Imamo neku paučinu.
After which we have... Wait, I can't read this fast. What was it? We have some spider web, probably out of a belly button.
And then...
Ew! Brother, ew! Why did they have a cum sock? Dude, maybe they even came in the spider.
We finally went out exploring the city. So, Budapest is a Central European city populated with Asians
Central. Did you hear that? Central.
that invaded a long time ago and became white by screwing the local nations out of existence.
Zug.
aka now known as Hungarians. And there are
It is
around
us.
1.7 million of them living here. Today, Budapest is a hustling and bustling city filled with tourists and overpriced
Oh my god, dude, this was not that far from my university. I've been here so much. This is like a big, it kind of looks like it would be like a train station, but it's only stores. It's not a train station. It's only the stores, but I have a feeling that it used to be. Maybe? I don't know.
goulash. They're really out here trying to charge
Look at Masosing. Look at that. Yeah, this is what I'm packing for you. But you always say no to my advances. This is what I could offer you. Some sick sausage. What's the weird red one? That's called the paprika, my love. But you can have that too.
them tourist nibbas 10 euros for a bowl of meat soup. So when you arrive here, you might be wondering, what the fuck is there to do? Well, I'll tell you what.
Not much.
First thing you'll notice...
Oh my god, I bought my computer from this store. Bro, I got my first laptop from this store. Jesus, I've been there. Hey!
When you come here is the architecture. Jesus H. Christ on a stick, is the architecture beautiful. Anywhere you go, you're met with these tall ass buildings which are built with the greatest craftsmanship.
It's true.
Decorated
It's
with
very nice.
statues that you think Michelangelo himself did them.
True,
And the roofs,
true.
man. Whoo-wee, the roofs. The arches on these buildings. Man, fuck porn you can get off by just looking at the buildings in Budapest. You get so many Gothic and Baroque buildings, your
Beautiful.
eyes will constantly be in a state of orgasm.
And also pigeon.
Speaking of magnificent buildings, Budapest
I thought you're gonna be like, speaking of magnificent orgasms.
is the home of the
Go to the
largest
sex
synagogue
shop.
in Europe and the second largest in the world. I present to you the
Yeah?
Vajdahunyad street synagogue. Considering Hungary aligned itself with the 20th century's Austrian wannabe Picasso with a funny mustache, it's a wonder that this bad boy survived. Although it did get bombed a couple of times. However, in the end it got renovated in
It's okay, we fixed it. It's okay. We fixed it. Okay? We built it back. It never happened. We made it.
the 90s. Of course, I did not go inside the synagogue because the entrance, like most synagogues of Europe, is charged. And I will not make any jokes on that fact. Too low-hanging fruit. Come on, guys. There's also the St. Stephen Basilica, which too gave me a hard-on for God and the architect that constructed it. It is named after the first king of Hungary, and it also holds...
It's basically Jesus. He was cool. Very nice.
his right hand in its reliquary, which if the church knew what he did with it, I don't think it would be there anymore.
Yeah, do you like
it's
it?
96 meters tall, aka 314 feet for my viewers with a brain injury, and it's filled with goddamn tourists, especially now during Christmas time. Right now, you got a bunch of kiosks selling barbecue.
Oh, rumos gesztenye és marcipán. Nice. I would have them.
Bags and candy in front.
They are not donut, they are marzipan. They are just like it's alcoholic. This one is with wine, and this one is with rum and chestnut, and there is some for the children too. It's Haribo. We don't talk about that.
A bit. So you have a shit ton of tourists there, which makes it really hard to bask in a church's glory, because every
You mean plastic? No.
step you take, you're in a sea of some dimwits recording their vacation footage for YouTube that no one is going to see. There's also Erzsébet tér, or Erzsébet Square, which is
He said it so beautifully.
one park in the middle of downtown Budapest. What's so special about it? It has one big-ass observation wheel, aka a bootleg London Eye. I didn't go on...
I have never... Listen, I've been to the capital city amusement park, and if I learned anything is that I do not ever want to go back to the capital city amusement park. Like, I'm not saying that they are not maintained well enough and you have high chance of dying. I'm just saying, why would you risk that? You know? That bad. It's just some parts are made out of wood and they might be like rotting and like they are crunchy and pieces coming off of it. And I'm just saying it goes high and fast enough that you might just disappear. You know, you become like tomato paste or jam or something. Nah, it's fine. Nah, you're right.
On this
You're
tourist
right.
trap, you caught me once in
True,
London,
true.
never again. But yeah, speaking of the kiosks, they are everywhere at the moment, and they're all selling overpriced food.
Okay, but let the poor people have some pocket money. They are waiting all year to sell some shit at the Christmas markets, okay? This is all we have.
Erzsébet Square, you got the highest concentration of them, selling fucking sausages for 3,000 forints, aka 10 euros. If you go to the supermarket, you can get yourself 2 sausages.
Okay, but for a foreigner, that's nothing. Listen, Americans throw more than $10 on a fucking Starbucks coffee, and you get a gigantic sausage. Okay, with our pocket money, I will treat you, don't worry. Breda, not even better.
Just for a bloody 900 forints.
Well, of course, this is aimed at tourists. You don't think that we actually buy this shit for this much, right? Like, we know the places where you can get it for cheaper, okay?
Or 3 euros, but a lot of tourists don't know any better, and
Exactly.
they're being milked for all they got.
Oh yeah, the holy milking, of course. You have no idea. You should go to Balaton. It's beautiful, and the prices are actually insane. I wouldn't be surprised if they would have, like, in the restaurants, like 2 different kind of menus, and the Hungarian would be cheaper than the foreigner one. I wouldn't be absolutely shocked. It's like, here, have a soup for $15, and oh, you're Hungarian? It's just 5.
Everywhere you go in the city, you got some bullshit that takes advantage of dumbass boomer tourists that are fresh off the boat. For an example, you also got these Euronet ATMs, which charge a big old provision for using them and give you a bad exchange rate. And
That's nothing. Half of them have like this fake card reader and they will just steal your data. Don't use it. it's not good for your finances.
You can easily find it out by googling in Europe ATM scam, yet these fuckaroos are on every goddamn corner, just waiting for their next victim who didn't do their homework. And speaking of those scams, you also got exchange offices that will absolutely rip you off, giving
that's
you
also
around
true.
290 forints for €1 when the real exchange rate is 330 for one, and also charge you a
Csak és kókuszos pite? What? In McDonald's? When? Where? What? What are these new flavors? Why is Hungary getting the cool flavors of the pie? What? I started to understand. In what way? What is it? Oh, it's a chocolate coconut pie from McDonald's. They only have the apple one here. What the fuck?
charge you a fee that ranges from 5 to 15% on top of that. So you gotta be really careful where you exchange your money and read the bloody fine print. Okay, what else? Yeah, the most famous Hungarian building in existence, the Parliament. Located in the riverfront of the Danube, this massive beauty is the pride of Hungary.
This is where corruption begins. This is where our beloved Prime Minister steals all the money, he gets fat, and we are starving and the hospitals crumble. It's true. But at least he built a new stadium, so that's nice, I guess. And he probably has new cars or something.
Over 100,000 people,
Hooray!
40 million bricks, and 40 kilograms of gold were used to build this behemoth. And it really is a magnificent building. But what I don't get is, why in God's name does a country of less than 10 million people need this big of a building for their government?
Is that a... That's a very sad tank. That's a very, very, very sad tank. That poor tank had a long day, and sometimes it just doesn't work as hard as it could do. You know, it's just, it happens. It's just cold. There's nothing wrong with. We can cheer, can we? Do you think?
A bit of a show off if you ask me, but near it you got the Lajos Square where everyone and their mother comes to take pictures of the government and the other side of the city. It's pretty dope though, even with a tourist shit show. Near you got the Szabadság tér, aka the Liberty Square, which commemorates the liberation of Hungary by the Soviet Social Justice.
Very nice. It's for the Soviets? Oh, damn. Communism. Hooray!
Justice warriors from the goons of the racist
Yeah.
funny mustache man. And next to that is a statue of Ronald goddamn Reagan.
What? What? Wait, what? Why? Why? What? We have a... What? Why? What?
Which I guess is a
Why?
passive-aggressive symbolism for the liberation from the communists. There's also this statue, which I guess
random.
symbolizes the corruption of Hungary by fascism.
This is for... It's for the German victims. It's when the Germans came over and they kind of invaded us, and you know, and we got victimized. So it's not the German victims, we were the victims, but you, the German people, kind of invaded us. Just a little bit of... You came, you ate a langosh, and then you kind of like murdered us, and then you went home.
And there are also pictures of the terrors which Hungary did during World War II alongside the rest of the Jolly Rancher gang. What else? Budapest also has 8 bridges. One of them...
I love the bridges. Oh my god. Do you know the best part? Some of the bridges actually have the tram going through that. It's so beautiful.
More famous ones being Ticeni Bridge, across which you have Matthias Church
bridges.
and the Fisherman's Bash,
Here
another
we go
area
again.
heavily filled.
You see this red light? This is where we keep Darth Vader. He's resting, but it seems like he pissed off one of the tourists because his lightsaber is out. But this is where we keep him.
With tourists, but nonetheless a must-see. You go a couple of streets, climb some steps, and you're at the castle district, and the first thing you see is the Matthias Church.
With another sex shop. Surely it cannot be a sex shop in that nice historical building, right? Right?
Which is absolutely stunning.
Right?
With its colorful roof and white Gothic facade.
Right?
Next to which is the Fisherman's Bastion, where you can get an amazing view of the city. And it's...
Dude, my cousin got married like on the Danube, like in a ship like this. That's where her wedding was. How fucking bougie of her. How much of a flexing? Imagine that.
Smog.
Motherfucker.
It's also called the Fisherman's Bastion due to the Fisherman's Guild defending the walls of the city there and also selling fish in the area. Speaking
Rude.
of fish...
Well, hello there, handsome gentleman. Looking mighty fine on this lovely evening. Do you come here often? Oh my god, he's so smart.
Yeehaw! And welcome to Budapest Tropicarium.
I've been
a place where you can
here.
see the darnest of fish. Just look at this one. This
so
is one
fish.
dumbass fish. What in tarnation?
This
This
is
ain't
not
no
a fish.
fish. Who let the atheist grandpa in here?
Yeah, this is big brain time.
Look at this dude. He can't get up.
What a loser. Point and laugh at that loser. Look at him. Oh my god, he's hanging with the cool fishes and can't even get up. Man.
He can't get up. I don't think these Hungarians understand the concept of a fish.
This is our land fish, okay? Please respect our land fishes.
Fuck you. This one is from Steve Irwin. Rest in peace, bro. Rest in peace. Oh shit, they even have the main actor from Jaws in here.
The yum. He's chilling.
And that's all, folks. Yeah, there's a Tropicarium. The entrance
It's very pretty, actually.
is around 8
I like
euros.
it.
It's a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Near you also got Memento Park, which is basically...
Dude, we have Blood Moon in Hungary. Fuck. Is this when your enemies respawn? Oh no! Oh, it's over. Oh, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. If all of my enemies just fucking respawn just because of the bloody moon.
where a lot of the communist Nazi statues went, rather than getting destroyed. To which we went
shoes.
up a hill and got just...
Honestly, if I could summarize my childhood, this is probably the picture. This is it. This is everything I want you to know about my childhood. The highest of quality of Hungarian roads. Holes always filled with water. It doesn't matter what the weather is. May it be dry or wet, it's always filled with water. I don't know where it's coming from. And the car ride is always like... Whoa, whoa, whoa.
got just
Yeah.
as it closed. However, the men running the park allowed us to get in, although at a higher price. But I still got to see them statues. Pretty alright if you ask
Seal
me,
the
definitely
deal.
would recommend. Back in the city center, you also have the Buda Castle, actually built in the whopping 13th century, which used to be the
Yammer.
White House of the Hungarian royal
Hey, I am an amazing driver. Read the tags.
family. But the commies made sure to change that, now did they? And now it's a palace for the National Gallery and a History Museum. It's also a part of UNESCO's World Heritage Site, but that's not hard to be considering UNESCO puts every goddamn thing older than my grandma's hip replacement in there. There's also the Liberty statue and
I want you to know that this is so close to my university that whenever I was done with my classes, I literally came out the door and I saw this. So, yeah. It's just on this side, like if you go this way. My university. Very nice. There's no driving tag. What the fuck?
Gellert's Hill, where you can climb up and check out Hungary's Statue of Liberty, which wards off immigrants compared to the...
Oh, is that why? I was wondering about that. Oh, that's you know what? That's a nice statue. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not too shabby.
The US's, which treats them, had no crossing this border. Oh no. And there's this cross, which commemorates...
Who would want to immigrate to Hungary anyway? It's so true. Go to Berlin. It's fine.
when Saint Gellert got oofed on the hill
Oofed?
when he tried to Christianize the Hungarians, which in all honesty is what we should do with
Classic.
Jehovah's Witnesses. You get some bastard knocking on your door asking if you know the word of Jesus Christ, take him to a hill and just fucking chop his head off. There are also a bunch of murals, these two I
Classic.
particularly like due to them being vintage and also referring to historical events such as the Hungarian uprising of 1956, which just after a decade
Hey,
of common
thanks.
rule,
Look, it's War Thunder. But like local War Thunder. It's beautiful.
the Hungarian spastics rose up and formed their own
Aye.
militias and had their government shut down. It was so great that the Red Army was called to crush the rebellion. God, I love Hungarians. A bit further
Hey!
away from the center, you have the Millennium Monument.
See, this is so beautiful. And you have all the heroes there. And you can just like touch them, everything. And they're so beautiful, a little.
Which is pretty dope. It has a bunch of
If you would make out in front of them, then there could be like so many statues judging you. It's like, oh my god, bloody tourists.
statues, each representing some parts about Hungary, be it wars, its historical figures, its future, and shit like that. On the right and left side of the monument, there is the Museum of Fine Arts and the Palace of Art. And in front of it is the glorious Embassy of Serbia. But yeah, pretty dope. Near it is the Vajdahunyad Castle, which is a castle built in the late 19th century and in several architecture styles over the years. It is located at the city park. At this time of year, there were once more kiosks selling food for an overpriced price.
I would buy it. I remember spending a few thousand over there. You get some mulled wine, you get the chimney cake, and then you're just like chilling and walking, and it's like, oh, it's so nice.
They also froze the pond there and made it into an ice skating rink.
I also remember this. I have fell so many times. My mom and my cousins decided that we should go there, and my mom was like a fucking coward. She was like, okay, I will not go there. And I didn't have the thing on my feet, so I just went on with my normal shoes, and I was just constantly either falling to my butt or to my face every 5 minutes. I had no grip on my situation.
Which was pretty cool. Also had some mulled wine. Paid €3 for it, for which you can buy an entire bottle of wine in Serbia, but you know, gotta spend those extra forints. But Budapest isn't all sunshine and rainbows. While it is a stunning city, it also has quite a lot of trash and cigarette butts anywhere that's not.
We don't talk about that. Hey, those bloody immigrants are ruining our country. God damn it. We need more of those statues that can ward off the...
Not a tourist area. There's a bunch of homeless people all around as well.
They are just decorations. They are just NPCs. We don't talk about them. They're just chilling, okay? They are just like... They have a quest for you if you approach them. Yeah, they're just taking a nap. It was a big day in the city and they just need a nap.
Which, you know, sucks, but hey, a little bit of chaos always helps to keep the place interesting. Better that than have your country be squeaky clean like Germany. Oh yeah, there's also the Central Market Hall.
Bro, what side of Germany did he go to? I would like to visit that. Holy shit. Where? Where? Hello? Which part is squeaky clean? Tell me. German fellas. Which one? Which side? I went to the wrong side the last time. Hello? Berlin? Dude, no, it wasn't even Dusseldorf. It has to be somewhere else.
Which is basically just your regular European farmer's market. But the difference between this one and...
Okay, but in this farmer's market, you will have the best fucking strudels. If you go to the second floor, they have this, like, and it's huge. You have to pay... It was like 250 forint per a piece, but it's as big as your palm. So it's like $1. I'm sure that it raised the price ever since then, but like, Jesus Christ, it was huge and delicious.
And the one in the middle of nowhere European city, such as Ulm, is that this one caters to tourists. So naturally it has hella high prices.
Well, and rich people, because they can afford it. They have like butchery sections and whatnot. Like, it's not just like ready to eat meal. If you like look at it, you have like a bunch of like raw shit and like fruits and vegetables and whatever. Like you see this on the side, it's just like raw meat. It's like butchery.
Tourists. So naturally it has hella high prices and more or less rips you off. You can find sausages, paprika, veggies, and all sorts of traditional knickknacks and souvenirs, but they're all above the average price. I also got pickpocketed here. Well, that is, some asswipe attempted to pickpocket my backpack.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We do have that. The way you get pickpocketed is either that you're lucky and you get pickpocketed, or they will stab a hole into your backpack and they will try to like get things out while you're standing. It's actually crazy.
But all he got was a handful of my athlete's foot ridden socks. Also, there was this place, Zoo Cafe, where they bring you a different animal every 20 minutes and you get
to eat? Man. Okay, I will eat. I will eat the little hairy one.
Interact with them while you eat or drink.
They just judge you. Oh yeah. Oh my god, this is truly a Hungarian bird. It just went there and stole something. What the fuck? I'm sorry, but this cultural appropriation, Mr. Bird. You are not actually from my country. You adapted very well, but still, I would like to get you cancelled. Thank you. Yeah, he liberated, he rescued it. True.
The services that
A tortilla! Hey, Nami! Look at the beautiful tortilla!
atrocious and the food is kinda but
Who wants a snake? You can have your soup with a big snake around your neck. It's beautiful. Snack. I will get you a tarantula.
hey, where else can you hold a bloody snake while you drink a hot chocolate? Answer me that.
True.
You also have a bunch of museums and galleries, but who the fuck wants to go there? And yeah, Budapest. One magnificent city, but filled with tourists to the brim, with one hell of a difficult language. What do you think of Budapest? Have you been there? Do you want to go? Let me know in the comments. My name is Nick, and you've watched Living Ironically in Europe.
Very nice. Yeah, we were just watching a video about Budapest because it is very nice. I checked this guy and he has like funny videos.
Yo!
Ah! And then I saw that he has shit about my country and I was like, oh my god, why nice? Oh my god, a 1 hour video about my history. I am never watching that. I don't want to know. Why you shouldn't learn Romanian. Dude, why you shouldn't ever learn Hungarian. Oh my god, the Treaty of Trianon, I will never watch that either. I watched that good video. I guess I could watch it when I'm offline, but Jesus Christ. Oh my god, okay, that looks good.
The United States is a home to many peoples and cultures.
I have
With the
that
country
one.
being such a mixing pot of diversity, it is a pillar of pride for many Americans as to how diverse their country
Beautiful.
is.
Oh, what is that? You will see. I saw it in real life. It's scary as fuck.
And it is extremely insulting when someone so much as scoffs at one of the hundreds of ethnic groups calling the US their home. Not in Europe though. Here we
Oh my god, which guy is the sexy naked black man? What? Oh, that
celebrate kicking out entire ethnic groups out of our villages. Welcome to
Hey,
Hungary, a landlocked country located in Central Europe.
This is the Balaton, and it's very nice. But everything is overpriced, and you will probably get scammed. So be careful. But it's very nice.
Hello.
Hi, Kailan!
Most famous for
is
its
moist.
breathtaking capital of Budapest, delicious spices such as paprika, and the world's hardest border to cross if you're
Hungary's border. Go back, we are full.
skin tone has
True,
even a slightly
true.
darker shade of beige.
Akkor jó, gyerünk vissza! Semmi csincsint látni, gyerünk! Vissza, vissza, vissza!
For many Americans,
True,
Hungary is
true.
a feeling they have in their stomach even after eating 15 burgers coated in whatever artery clogging substance is popular
Ugh.
in their country right now.
No.
But for other Americans suffering with a superiority complex, or as I like to call them, Canadians, Hungary is nothing more than their capital of Budapest, a place to take vacation photos and show them to their dinner guests who are trying their best to care for their amateur photography despite just wanting to finish the
I'm shocked that Canadians would even know who or what we are. I don't think I met too many people in America who would have known where Hungary is or what it is, or it's just like some made up country.
meatloaf and go home and do anything else. However, Hungary is much more than that. which should be of no surprise as the country has over 1,000 years of history. One such place that demonstrates this is the town of Mohács, which lies 200 kilometers south of Budapest, in the South Dunántúl region. Lying on the western side of the Danube, Mohács at first glance seems like a run-of-the-mill Central European town. In its center it has a main pedestrian street with
Oh god. It's so funny because you used to be able to sell tobacco and like smoking things in the grocery stores, and they made a law that from now on you're not allowed to. So they have these tiny doors and tiny stores. It's basically you step in and that's it, and it's just like smoking stuff and alcohol, and there's one person probably standing or sitting there and staring you, and it's very awkward. Yeah, you're not allowed to buy it in grocery stores anymore. I don't know. I'm sure there was a reason. I don't know what was the reason anymore. Probably like save the children or something. And you cannot even go in unless you're 18. Like you have like an 18 red circle thingy on the store, and they will just like send you out. Oh, that I remember. Yeah, dude, it's nuts.
which is filled with shops and cafes, and heads out to the Danube's riverbank, as well as
Why is he always going when everything is so depressing? Like, he doesn't have any footage when it's like during summer and the sky is blue and the grass is green and everything. No, everything is just like depression, poverty. Soviet Union.
as well as a broad central square
not like
where you can
this.
find a town hall
I
which
swear.
serves its 17,000 citizens. Despite its
yeah.
mediocre facade, Mohács carries a lot of significance in Hungary's history
yeah.
and culture.
Oh, wait. Do not translate this. Do not translate this.
As in the 16th century, the famous Battle of Mohács took place right here, where the Kingdom of Hungary alongside its
You don't need to know. You don't need to know.
numerous allies took a final stand against the invading Ottoman army of Suleiman the Magnificent.
It's a certain demographic is committing a certain amount of crimes within the country, and how interesting it is.
Within the battle, Hungary and its allies were outnumbered almost in a 2-to-1 ratio, as their army of 40,000
Sure.
men faced off against the Ottoman army of 100,000, which ultimately ended in Hungarian defeat and the kingdom being divided into 3 parts. With the defeat of Hungary, most of Mohács's inhabitants fled the town and moved to nearby swamplands, as even living without basic
Swamp?
necessities is better than living under a Turkish government. Desperate, heartbroken, and with their morale at an all-time
True.
low, it seemed
Why did people keep invading us? Could you guys stop? We are already so miserable. It's enough. It's like the German, the Turkish, the Russians. Could you guys just leave us be? Our salary is already so low. You started. I did not.
seemed like
we
all
did
hope
not.
was lost, until one day a Croatian man appeared from seemingly
No,
out of
we were
nowhere
innocent.
and told the people not to lose hope and prepare for battle, to carve various weapons and scary masks, and wait for a stormy night when a masked knight will come for them. The runaways did just that, and prepared as the mysterious man told them. A couple of days later, the masked knight arrived and ordered them to put on their masks and follow him through the storm back to Mohács, while making as much noise as a high school special ed class in Detroit. The Turks, seeing a horde of masked, furry creatures approaching them from beyond the fog, started screaming and running away in a panicked state, as they were under the impression that a horde of demons was coming upon them. And thus the people of Mohács won back their town and held it until the Ottomans realized that the only demons out there were themselves, and came back in an embarrassing march of shame home. Thus, every year in February, the festival of Buso Festival.
Look at them. They're so beautiful and they're so scary, and they are always going up and down, and they are like clanking the little bells, and they are like screaming and yelling, and it's totally not terrifying to be on the streets when they are going up and down.
aka Poklade in Serbo-Croatian,
Oh, he's wow. Oh, okay. He's kinda.
is held to commemorate
He's kinda. He's kinda. Bro, can you even blame me for being a monster fucker when this is the kind of shit I grew up with? Like, a random guy is like just like honking and tonking. Yeah, I can see it, right? I'm just saying there's potential in here. Okay? Is it the one from your dreams? Maybe tonight.
in Serbo Croatian is
tonight.
held to commemorate the collective effort of trolling the Turks into leaving
Buso rider.
the
Lola.
town. Some haters will say that it's actually a pagan holiday that is celebrating the chase away of winter, but that doesn't sound nearly as funny, so it's not true. Source? I made it up. Throughout the duration
Easy.
of the festival, the streets of Mohács will be filled with the Buso, which could be defined as the main characters of the
Easy.
holiday. The Buso is a monstrous being characterized by the giant wooden
No, he's kind of sexy, actually. If you look at him, I would.
mask that usually boasts a devious smile, a white fur coat, and
He's
trousers stuffed with straw.
beautiful.
The Buso will always carry with himself either a cowbell, a
It's not
clapper,
a
or a
furry
wooden mace,
holiday.
as their main life purpose is to cause more noise than an underprivileged black high school girl at 7 a.m. in homeroom eating hot chips and laughing maniacally with her best friend. However, it is not uncommon to see Buso with a wooden pitchfork or some other accessories. Oftentimes, the Buso will travel throughout town in small groups while riding carts or tractors and
Come on, how is this not cool though? Like, look at it. It's so retro, but still so cool.
trolling onlookers by throwing feathers onto their heads or hitting their butts with sticks. The Buso aren't the only
Excuse me. I'm fairly certain that they just made this man pregnant. Oh, woman, sorry.
With
This
stick.
is oh wow. This is some monster sex right here.
or hitting their butts with sticks.
Yep.
The Buso
Yeah, she got spit roasted in the middle of the street. What do you mean this is peak peasant culture? It's not. This is just culture.
aren't the only characters present
beautiful,
during the
so fluffy.
festival. They are usually also accompanied by the Szép Buso, which means pretty Buso, who are girls dressed in traditional Croatian chokci outfits, whose faces are covered with a veil. While in
Very
real life
nice.
one might question the purpose of women, the Szép
What? 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 wait, hold up. What? Hey? Hold up. What did you just say?
Buso have a very important
Excuse
purpose
me?
of guiding the Buso through town, as their sight is usually handicapped due to their
Excuse
masks.
me?
Another supporting character archetype within the festival would be the Yonkele, who is identifiable by looking like a scarecrow, as they wear sacks on their heads and other rags they can find lying around. The Yonkele's main purpose is to clear
Bro, that's a gas mask. Excuse me, sir.
the road off people so that the Buso can pass. Usually they will approach bystanders in the way and lightly smack them
counts.
with a sack of sawdust, ash, or flour because they can. Dressed up like that, the partakers of the festival will walk through town and cause mischief and show off their costumes and accessories, constantly trying to outcompete each other in their ridiculousness. According to the Croatian
Yeah.
chokci interpretation
Oh my
of
god,
the
the
tradition,
vision. Oh my
the
god, that must be very good for the air quality. Yeah. Delicious black smoke.
Chokci interpretation of the tradition,
yeah.
the meaning of the festival is transformation. People partaking in the
Buried in dollar store gives. What? You cannot say that.
holiday are said to be experiencing it in a different
What
state
the
of consciousness
hell?
and are more in tune with
This
their
is the
instincts
party
and free
ride.
of the boundaries of time and space, which makes them almost as spiritual as the 40-year-old Cali mom who just discovered healing crystals and essential oils for the first time.
Oh,
The beginning
no.
of the festival starts when the Busos cross the Danube on Shrove Sunday. Upon doing so, they lay a winter coffin down the river, and later on in the evening light a huge bonfire. At the end of the festival, another coffin is burnt in a bonfire at the main square.
Is this Orthodox Mad Max? Yes. Yeah, actually, it's the Orthodox furry Mad Max for the monster fuckers. True.
As to welcome spring. Within the town of Mohács, the Buso
You see, he just poked someone in the ass. This is my kind of holiday. I need this gear, and I need that poker so that I can poke people in the ass.
are divided into
Like,
50 different
it's
subgroups,
just like, yep.
but also help each other out.
Poke, poke.
Prior to the 21st century, the Busos would go throughout
Beautiful.
town, going from house to house, receiving gifts that mainly consisted of food and palinko, in exchange for good fortune and chasing away winter. They'd also bring plows with them and plow up the yard of the owner's house they were visiting. Later on, in the 19th and 20th centuries, they would plow up the yards of only the farmers
I would make the sexiest monster you have ever seen. I would have this and I would look amazing, but I would let my legs out, okay? I would wear these furry motherfucking things all over me except for my legs. They would be sexy in like a fishnet.
The farmers who wouldn't let them do it because fuck you, that's why. Another fun fact regarding the costumes is that most of the masks are handcrafted, and some even believe that to become a true Buso, you
What you mean? Which one do you think is handsome? I'm kind of going for this one because I like the hair. It's very. Why are they always missing a teeth? Is this ain't Britain? What is that? Cultural appropriation?
You must craft your own mask. The dresses that Siep Buso wear are most of the time passed down from generation to generation, and many pieces you can see are hundreds of years old. Tradition demands that the Buso must not reveal his identity, and his face must remain hidden throughout the duration of the holiday, which in turn leaves the many Bushos switching masks throughout the day to keep their identity a secret.
That's not being a
and
furry.
Yeah, that would be the Buso Yagas.
I'm sorry.
One of the weirdest, if not the weirdest holiday in.
So what I'm hearing is that we legit have a monster fucker holiday where we dress up as monsters, and the women are always cute and they are the beautiful ones, but the men are just monsters, and we breed tinier but also equally beautiful monsters. Very poggies. Did you not celebrate this? I mean, I saw them on the street, but I was never a part of it. Like, I didn't dress up or anything. But, you know, I saw them pass by and I saw them being loud and pokey.
In Europe. Tell me, does your country have any weird holidays? If so, what are they? Once more, thank you to the members of the channel who help me create videos for their generous contributions. Special thanks to Julian Apostasies, Mickey,
oh my god, look at the train.
Anthony on YouTube, Roland,
this is such a genius move.
Emmanuel Don.
It's not the same. It's not the same. Don't say that. It's not the same. It's not the same. What's up?
My Milky Way mistress, they are not furries, but you wanting to fuck them is making you one.
No, it does not. It does not. It does not. It does not. Actually, it does not. Goddamn. No, shut up.